Plug, appreciate you. Sebi, welcome. 4L, welcome. WH, welcome. Grim, welcome. We are just getting started today, guys. Today we're talking about wholesaling houses, okay? And making an average of $20,000 per transaction without ever needing to own the property for a split second. So there's no risk. It is all reward. Now, if you guys have questions about that process of wholesaling houses, now is the time to ask, okay? So talk to me, guys. Talk to me. What kind of questions do you have about wholesaling? Who here has done a wholesale deal? If so, how much money have you made from wholesaling? Let's see what that looks like as well. We're just getting started today. So, all right. Alfie said, where do I begin? The best place to begin is with us, man. Get in the community. We'll give you every single thing you need to succeed, and then we'll partner with you on deals. The whole point of our membership is to partner with you on the transaction so that you don't have to have a buyer's list in order to start wholesaling, because we will provide that for you. So if we make $20,000, this is the average deal. We each make about $10,000 per transaction on just an average deal, okay? WH said, did you create your own contract? I did not create this contract, okay? Neither of these were created by me. These were created by an amazing real estate attorney in Connecticut named Gary, and I paid him $10,000 for these contracts that I just hand to you guys, okay? The reason why these contracts are so amazing and some of the best in the game, they're not just like a one-page contract. These are 3-page contracts. The reason why they're so amazing is because, one, they protect you. They are very simple, and you also have no earnest money deposit section on these contracts. So you do not need to put money down on any deal, okay? You do not need to be in these deals with any money at all, okay? So for everybody who does not understand what wholesaling is, actually, let's see in the comments right now, who here understands wholesaling? Let me know right now. I understand wholesaling, or I do not understand wholesaling. Let me know in the comments. I understand, or I do not understand. Let me know right now. I want to see what that looks like, guys. Okay? What does that look like on your end? Sebastian said me. I don't know what do you mean me? You understand it? You have to clarify. Do you understand wholesaling, or do you not understand wholesaling? Okay? How much for an office similar to yours? This is not my office, brother. This is my home. I live here. Nick said I pretty much understand. IG said I understand. Martin said I understand. Does anybody not understand here? Okay, Diamond said I don't understand 100%. Me, no, said Danny. Okay, so guys, it looks like we have most of you guys understand, which is a good thing. For the people that do not understand wholesaling, I'm going to explain it very quickly in the next 30 seconds or so. So start screen recording or taking notes right now so you can understand. So wholesaling is flipping houses without any risk, okay? So you get all the profit of flipping a house without having to risk your credit or your cash, or you don't even need to get a license to do it. Anybody can wholesale a house and make an extra 20, 30, 40, 50 grand. My first deal was 50 grand. I've seen somebody make 88 grand on their first deal, okay, from our Discord. It was actually a girl. What was her name? I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but I will. We're gonna make a podcast with her or something, because we're trying to reach out to her about creating an episode to tell about her first deal, $88,000. When I do remember her name, I'll shout it out on our story later on. But guys, wholesaling is taking two pieces of paper, one called a purchase and sale agreement right here, and one called an assignment of contract agreement. This is all you need to flip a house. Okay, so you get a seller to sign the purchase and sale agreement. That's what this is for. The seller signs the purchase and sale. The seller signs for, let's say, you negotiate a good deal, you use our script for, let's say, $100,000, okay? Then you find a cash buying investor who's going to fix and flip that property for $120,000, okay? Once these two contracts are executed, you bring these two contracts to a title company, and just like that, out of thin air, you just made 20,000 big ones, okay, out of nowhere. Okay, out of nowhere. That is how it works. You get wired or sent a bank check for $20,000 at closing just like that because you were able to get 2 pieces of paper signed. Okay. Granson, if you're having any trouble getting in, DM us. We have a full-time customer service representative. Her name is Emily. If you've purchased the Discord and you need help getting in, we will help you out. No problem. Okay, guys, we do have, we did open up slots today, so we have 12 slots available for the Discord right now that you can take. Once those are full, we will be closing out access and not allowing anybody else in. So make sure you do. If you are going to get into that Discord, make sure you get in there quickly. Okay. Do we need an LLC? No, you do not need an LLC in order to wholesale a house. Okay. How much is the Discord? It's $50. $50 a month. And if that's scary to you, this business is not for you. Because I'm teaching you how to turn $50 into 20 grand from one deal. And it's a skill that you never lose. Once you understand wholesaling, it becomes like riding a bike. It's not hard anymore. Once you do it once, you get the hang of it, now you know how to wholesale. It is an extremely valuable skill, and you will never be an employee again once you fully understand how to do it. So you never have to have a boss that tells you when to wake up and when you can go home and when you can go on vacation. And you have freedom once you get into this game and you actually learn the skill of wholesaling. And it's not a hard skill to master. Okay, I did my first deal my first deal I made 50 grand within 30 days. Okay. Dolo said, let me join the Discord, bro. Where do I join? You can grab one of the 11 slots that we have available right now in the link tree in the bio. It's the first option, Mr. Dolo. When you do join, let the sheep know by commenting McDonald's or Cubicle. Let them know where they're going to be if they don't realize that scared money doesn't make money. Okay. Nick said, does a contract allow you to pull out at any time with no risk? That is absolutely correct, Nick. When you get the property under contract, you have, because of our contracts, an awesome section that's called the inspection period. Okay, so the inspection period is actually a period that you get to negotiate. Now, ours says business days, so all you have to do, input, you negotiate a number here with the seller. We typically do 14 business days. So it sounds good, right? But it's actually 3 weeks. It's not 2 weeks, it's 3 weeks because you have weekends excluded, and that gives you enough time, 3 weeks, to find a buyer. If you can't find a buyer in 3 weeks, it's probably not a deal anyway. So you get to back out during that period, no harm, no foul. Okay, so yes, you can back out of these contracts without any risk whatsoever. You will not be legally obligated to purchase the property. Danny said, how do you find a bio? Okay, Danny, it's where all of the, just click on the profile, Enterprises Elite. Okay, it's under the follow button. You just click the link tree. And the first option in the link tree is, in fact, the Discord. Plug said, so what if the buyer wants to do a walk-in? Of course, the buyer's always going to do a walk-in. All you have to do is have boots on the ground, whether that's you or somebody with a phone on FaceTime, okay? That is your boots on the ground. They just basically are your eyes and ears in the property, and they just make sure the seller and the buyer are not talking numbers, okay? It's just, obviously, you're not going to have the buyer talking to the seller about the price that he's purchasing, because that's just not even any of the seller's business. So that's the whole point of boots on the ground, is to basically just make sure, whether that's you or somebody else, you basically just prevent them from talking about, obviously, your feet in between. How do you get boots on the ground? You can find boots on the ground on Facebook groups or Craigslist. It's pretty simple. You just pay them $50. Anybody really, just say, hey, walk this property, be an affiliate of my company for an hour, and then and just stay on FaceTime with me so I can be there for the meeting with the buyer and the seller when he's doing that walk around. Now, typically, by the time you see a buyer there, by the time you have a buyer walking through there, you are already sure that that's the one that's going to be buying the property. They've already seen pictures. They've already seen basically they know all their numbers. They're ready to buy as long as it's in the condition the pictures show. That's what you need to clarify before you have a buyer walk through the property. Otherwise, The more buyers you get to walk through the property, the harder it is to sell because the seller becomes concerned. So you have to make sure you have a good buyer when you do have somebody walking through. Now, if you're dealing with us, guys, the whole point of this is we will find your buyer for you. That's the reason why I'm live right now. That's the reason why we have the Discord, okay? Because we want to partner with you. We want to supply this high-quality buyer who's going to look through the property and close the first time he sees it. You can rely on us for that because we're professionals, guys. We've been doing this for 5 years. We have hedge funds, very, very corporate buyers that are doing $1 million a month in profits from flipping houses. So we have guys that are buying a house every 12 seconds. That's just one of our buyers. Okay, across the country, they're buying a house every 12 seconds. Buying a house every 12 seconds. Imagine that. Okay, that's how big the company is. So that's just one of our buyers. So we will easily supply the buyers for your transactions. That's the reason why we give you everything you need. Okay, that's why instead of charging you 10 grand like Pace Morby will, or Ryan Pineda will charge you 12 grand for the same fucking information, or Jamil Damji $7,800 for a wholesaling course. Why am I not charging that? Because those guys are your competition once you say, okay, I bought your course, goodbye. They don't care if you fucking succeed. I do. That's why I don't charge that number. I'd rather make 10 grand with you over and over and over every deal we close than from you. Does that make sense, guys? Do you understand our business model? Let me know right now in the comments if that's making sense to you. If you guys appreciate our business model, let me know. He said, you're not greedy. Exactly. Okay, exactly. Because I'm in the business of creating relationships, guys. I'm young. I want to be doing deals with you for the rest of our lives, okay? If I can give you the game and get you into the game easily, just literally $50 investment, that means that not only are you invested and you have some skin in the game, but it's barely anything, but it's enough to make you take it seriously. But now you're going to actually take that information and you're going to bring me more money from your success. My success is your success, so I genuinely want you to win. Okay? So I'm rooting for you guys. I'm not just the guy that's giving you the information. I'm also your partner. So that's how you know you have the right information. That's what separates us from everybody else in the game. Okay? So hope that makes sense, guys. Hope that makes sense. Okay, Nick said, if you take care of the buyer, by the way, guys, we do only have 9 slots left. We did have 2 people. I'll ask that question again, by the way, so I can see it. We did have 2 people just take the 11th and the 10th slots, so we have 9 slots left until we're at maximum capacity. That is Mr. Kai Savage. Wow, what a cool name. Kai Savage, Khai, just joined us. And Michael Santos. Where are you guys at? Mr. Kai Savage and Michael Santos just took the 11th and the 10th slots in the Discord. Okay. What happens when all the slots are closed? We will not be allowing any more people. Guys, the reason why we have a maximum capacity is because we have to keep the community exclusive. The reason why is if we have too many beginners all at one time, that makes it challenging for us to do these deals. So it is, if you guys have the opportunity to join, I suggest you do it because I don't want to hear it when your next best option is to pay 10 grand for the same fucking information because you were too afraid to take action when you saw the opportunity. Okay? That's your fault. You're going to have to live with that. But yeah, guys, we don't allow too many beginners in at one time because of the fact that would stop us from doing deals and that would water down the community. So that is the reason for that. How long will the slots be open full for? Right now, during this live is when you're going to see these slots. We have 9 slots left over the next few minutes. These are going to be filled up. Okay. Ashura said how to sign up. It's the first option in the link tree. Jetta said how long until more slots come? That just depends when we go live. You have to catch us live. That's when we have slots open. Okay. Crazy question and answers. Ask the question again, bro. Jackson said, do you open back up after they learn? Yes, we do. We open up slots when we have turnover. So if people's cards decline, we have a maximum capacity in the Discord. If people's cards decline and we decide to open up slots, you'll see us live. Okay, but it's not like we go live every day or anything like that. We usually wait a few days for slots to open up, and we go live randomly. So you have to catch us live. I highly suggest you do it now while you see us and take advantage of the opportunity. Jetta said chances of success, 100% if you take action. Okay, typically only 30% of our members actually end up taking any action. A lot of these people just get in the Discord and think, oh, okay, hopefully the money comes. But no, you have to. I can lead the horse to water, but I can't make it drink. So you need to actually learn, and not just learn, but take action on the steps we're teaching you to do. At the end of the day, guys, it takes 50 offers to get one deal. 50 offers to get one deal. Now, the average, this is just averages, right? It could take you 60, it could take you 40, it could take you 70, it could take you 30, depending on if you're really, really good on the phone, right? But if we're gonna use the power of averages here for a second. If 50 offers equals one deal and the average deal is $20,000, how long, somebody let me know in the comments, how long will it take you to make $20,000 if you're making 10 offers per day? Somebody let me know in the comments, how long will it take you if you're making 10 offers per day to make $20,000? Somebody tell me right now. How long will it take you to make $20,000 if you're making 10 offers per day? 5 days. That's exactly right. So if you start on a Monday, if you start Monday and you make 10 offers that day, you learn over the weekend, you start calling Monday. By Friday, you'll have a deal. Because you're going to hear the word no 49 times. You're 49 times. You're going to get rejected. And every time you get rejected, you're going to think to yourself, fuck yes, I'm that much closer to a yes. You're going to start thinking like a millionaire, okay? Do not be afraid of rejection, okay? Because if you're afraid of rejection, you're fucked. You are absolutely fucked. You cannot succeed, okay? You need to think to yourself, okay, I'm going to make 49 offers. One is going to get accepted. Okay, and that one is going to make me 20 grand because that is the average wholesale deal. If you're doing this properly, now, if you make 10 offers and your offer gets accepted within that 10 offers, you're either really lucky or you're offering too high. You need to understand how to properly evaluate your offer, okay? And really simply put, guys, you're lowballing, okay? You're finding people that need to sell for cash, and then you're lowballing. Okay, if you're using our script, it teaches you how to do this effectively. And guys, you're not just lowballing to any property. You're lowballing to properties that need work. These people cannot sell to anybody else other than a cash buyer who needs profit in the deal. Okay, when people let their property go, it diminishes their value so quick because of the fact that now whoever buys it cannot live in it. Okay, they have to buy the property and make 30% on top of what they buy it for. So immediately, if there's too much repairs, if the roof goes bad and you can't fix that roof as a seller, now it drops 30% because of the profit margin needed. Whoever's going to buy that cash has to fix the roof and make it sellable so that that property can now have a mortgage, somebody who's an end buyer, a retail buyer. Does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense because this is, if you understand what I'm saying, this is why you're valuable as a wholesaler because you're helping the seller and you're helping the cash buyer by connecting those dots. That seller has to sell to a cash buyer. They cannot sell to an end consumer, somebody who's going to live in that property, because of the fact that that property needs to be sold without a mortgage. A 30-year mortgage, they will not loan on that asset because no typical homeowner with an FHA loan or a VA loan or a conventional loan of any sort, the average Joe home buyer who's buying a home to live in cannot afford to fix a roof. Okay? 60% of America has less than $1,000 in their bank account. Okay? So, if 60% of America has less than $1,000 in their bank account, do you think that Bank of America, when they give a loan on a house, do you think they're going to allow you to get that house if it needs a roof? Fuck no. It needs to have a brand new roof. So some flipper had to get it to that condition, and that flipper needed to make 30%. So you are the bridge between the flipper and the seller. You are very valuable to the community, to the overall market of the overall real estate market, wholesaling itself is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It is the backbone of American real estate. Okay? So I hope you understand the value you're providing as a wholesaler. A lot of people get a little bit confused on that. So I wanted to clarify that. Does that make sense, guys? What you're doing as a wholesaler. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Now, guys, we will find that buyer for you, so you don't even have to know the flipper. All you have to do is negotiate a good deal with a seller who needs it. Give a cash price, a proper cash price to a seller with enough room for you to make some money, and then boom, now you send them the contract, they sign it, and you're good. Like, you're good to go. We find the buyer for you if you're a Discord member, and then just like that, you made an extra 20, 30, 40, 50 grand this month, and you can do it over and over and over. And then the best part is, once you start doing deals, don't ever do it again. Stop trading time for money. Have employees do the work for you now. Okay, so when you close your first deal, you make 20 grand. What do you do with this 20 grand, guys? Let me know. This is not a trick question. I want somebody to tell me. You close your first deal, you make 20 grand. What are you doing next? What's next? What's next? When you close your first deal, what's next? Okay? Let's see. I want to know. What happens after you close your first deal? Where are you putting that money? I want to know in the comments. Okay, Icy said buy a motorcycle. Okay. Antonio said hire people to do the work for you. Exactly, guys. Your next step after your first deal is to leave the broke sheep mindset that you trade your time for money, guys. If you trade your time for money, you will forever be poor. I'm going to repeat this because nobody seems to fucking understand it. If you are trading your time for an hourly wage, you will forever be poor. You know how much time this took me to make? 0. I don't trade my time for money. My employees do the work. I just look at the company and make sure the engine is running. You need to start thinking like a millionaire you need to change the way you're thinking. You're not saving money. Do not save money. Stop fucking saving money to be a millionaire. No. Saving money at your job is still going to keep you fucking poor. You need to learn a skill set that you can delegate and stop trading your time for money. Think of a person like a cylinder to an engine, right? You have 8 employees, you have a fucking V8 now, okay, that runs without you. All you do is click start and put gas in. The gas is your dollars, and then it pumps you more fucking money. Okay, that's how you need to start thinking. Stop trading your time for money. So when you close your first deal, you're going to have somebody else do the work for you now. You're going to hire somebody from the Philippines or Colombia or Venezuela, okay? And they are going to do the cold calling and the offers. They're making the offers. They're going to be acquisitions manager for you for $4 or $5 an hour. And now you're a boss, okay? So turn your first deal into a business right after that. First you do it yourself, then you teach others to do it. Okay? And repeat that process. Jay-Z said, do Texas contracts have to use earnest money deposit? Jay-Z, yes they do. Texas has to use the TREC contract, which you can use. We did just upload the TREC contract in the valuable resources tab. So if you live in Texas, you can use the Texas state contract. That is downloadable in the Discord. Any other state can use our contracts, which are the best in the game. You do not need to put earnest money down on these deals. RV said, how many slots left? We have 7 slots left until we're at maximum capacity. We did just have 2 people join us. Who were the 2 wolves that just joined us here? JT Foster and Daniel B. Daniel Barcenas. I probably butchered that. I'm just going to call you Daniel B. Danny B. Where you at? JT and Danny B. Where you guys at? You guys are going to be working for guys like that. Keep that in mind. That is called a boss. That is somebody who thinks like a millionaire. They understand that saving money is not going to do anything for you. My billionaire mentor taught me this quote, and this changed my life. It is easier to learn a new skill and make an extra $10,000 than to save $10,000. Think about this, guys. It's easier to learn a new skill and make an extra $10,000 than to try to save $10,000. Stop saving money. That is not the way. You need to think abundantly. There's so much money out there. You just need to learn how to get it. Invest into networking to learn how to get it. Invest into your brain to learn how to get it. Okay? Put money out there. Go fucking spend money at nice restaurants. Buy nice watches. Be where rich people are. Network and learn new skills. That is what's going to get you a ton of money. Okay? Stop trying to save your fucking money. Stop being afraid to go out on the weekend to nice places with your girl or whatever you're doing. Okay? That's where the money's at. You need to go where the money is. Okay? Spend money and make more. Spend money, make more. Spend money, make more. I don't fucking save money at all. Okay? Why would I? Spending money makes me more money. It keeps me more motivated. It puts me in the right places. I learn new skills. I meet new people. And then now I'm doing more deals with more wealthy people. These guys are buying my deals, okay? Every time I meet a wealthy person, I think to myself, well, they'll probably buy my real estate deals. And they do, because 90% of millionaires are created through real estate. 90%. Okay? So, this is the right industry to be in. Anyway. He said, how much? It's literally $50. And if you're afraid to spend $50, you will remain poor for the rest of your life. I promise you. You will always wake up to an alarm clock until you die. You will always go home when your boss tells you you can't. You will always drive a piece of shit car that you're always worried about breaking down with not even enough money to fix it if it does. So now you're like, oh, fuck, am I going to have to Uber or take a fucking city bus? What am I going to have to do now, right? That's going to be your stress. That's what you're always going to think about because you don't spend money to make money. You're too afraid. Okay? And if you're afraid to spend money to make money, if $50 scares you, I promise you, I want to hire guys like you. And the bosses here, you need to hire sheep like that because those are perfect employees. Okay? You always want to find people that are too afraid to invest their time into making profit instead of paychecks. He said, are you speaking from experience? Absolutely. I've been an employee. I've been one of my jobs, I've been fired from every job I've ever had, by the way. I'm a terrible employee. I fucking suck with authority. I hate having a boss. But one of my jobs I had was making $15 an hour swinging a fucking sledgehammer. He said about the junk car, yeah, I drove a piece of shit car. I had one time when I was 19, I drove a Jeep Cherokee. It was a 1999 Jeep Cherokee. It's a piece of shit. I bought it for $1,000 from my uncle. And then, yeah, when it broke down, bro, I had to borrow money from my girlfriend because I was such a fucking loser at the time. And that shit was embarrassing because I could barely pay her back. And it just totally, as a man, you should be the provider. So it was fucking totally embarrassing to have to do that shit. How the times have changed. But, whatever. It is what it is. So can you use your house flipping method in UK? You can do it from the UK and do it in America. Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. Okay, who here understands that scared money doesn't make money? Let's see what that looks like. I got everything down, but the contract is what I'm lost. Can you explain that? Yeah, the contract is very simple. You have the seller's name, your name, the closing date, meaning when the transaction, the latest that it's going to happen. Okay. Your purchase price, and that's pretty much it. It's very simple. It's literally just an agreement of price, who's in the agreement, the address. It's pretty straightforward. You're basically just writing your verbal agreement on a piece of paper, and it's right here. Okay, you can download that in the Discord. It's a very simple agreement. Okay. Okay. Paid said, facts, need to take risks to see results. And guys, if $50 is scary to you, if spending $50 to learn information that's going to teach you how to turn pieces of paper into $20,000 per deal on average, then you are meant to be a modern day slave, a 2023 modern day slave. That is what you are meant to be. Okay? You are meant to be an employee. You are meant to have a boss. You are meant to take orders. You are meant to go out to eat once a month and worry about the price, buy by the glass instead of the bottle, right? While your girlfriend judges you. Okay, that's what you're meant for. If you're afraid to spend money to make money, You are a perfect employee. Your boss gets to pay you. He loves you because he gets to pay you $20 an hour to do all the bitch work, all the hard work that he doesn't want to do. Okay? And then he gets to make $100 an hour off of your time, not his time. He can sit back and do whatever the fuck he wants. He's still making money. Okay? Because you're doing all the hard shit he doesn't want to do. Okay? All because he gets to pay you barely enough to barely survive. And no more than that. Otherwise you're too expensive. He'll just replace you. He finds the sheep that are going to accept the bare minimum in life because they tolerate that. Okay, pays them $20 an hour and then makes $100 an hour off of their time. That's you if you don't start spending money to make money. Okay? And guys, think about this. If you're an employee right now, if you're receiving paychecks right now instead of profit, and you're not thinking, that's not me, blah, blah, blah. Think about this for a second. If you are making what you deserve, you're making profit. If you're making less than you deserve, you're making a paycheck. Always, 100% of the time. Otherwise, you wouldn't be an employee. You would be fired. You need to be an asset to your boss. Okay? He needs to pay you less than you are generating. In other words, no matter what, if you're getting a paycheck, you're getting paid less than you deserve. You're doing more work than you should be to get less money. Period. Because you are an asset. You are a robot for your boss. Doing all the shit he doesn't want to do so he can chill in Punta Cana or fucking Bora Bora sipping on a fucking nice beverage while you're doing all the bitch work. He gets the freedom. You're the 2023 modern day slave who gets barely enough to live and live paycheck to paycheck. So after your years of work, you have nothing to show for all of that time. And if you do have something to show, your boss is going to evaluate that and think, oh wow, I'm paying him too much. I need to lower that. Or replace him with someone who's going to barely skate by at a lower amount. That is what profit is. Anything that you're deserving, anything you're earning for that company that you work for, they need to pay you barely enough where you'll barely accept it, okay? And still put work in to make them money. You're a robot, guys. You need to learn a skill that makes profit instead of paychecks. Otherwise, you're going to stay a slave. Okay, a modern day slave. That's what you are if you don't learn a skill that's going to make profit. And you might as well do what 90% of millionaires do in this country, which is real estate investing, wholesaling, okay? Owning property. This is the game that 90% of millionaires are created through. It's not drop shipping. It's not stocks. Okay? It's not any industry, it's not restaurants, it's not any industry that you can think of. All of those combined, that's 10%. 90% is created through this shit. Real estate. So just if you want to be a millionaire and you choose another industry other than real estate to make profit instead of paychecks, you are fucking yourself by 90%. You are literally lowering your chances. And if you don't believe me, Google it. Google right now what creates 90% of millionaires. It's absolutely stupid to choose another industry. Excuse me, guys, for that rant. So what are we talking about? Contracts that turn cash, $50 for what? Yeah. So contracts, 2 pieces of paper signed at different prices. That is your profit. We've made $530,000 from flipping a property. The biggest deal we've ever done was in November of 2022, almost a year ago today. In a couple weeks, it will be exactly a year ago. We closed the deal and made half a ticket, $530,000, from getting this signed for $1 million. Did I need $1 million? No. Did I use my credit? No. Did I get a loan? No. I just got a piece of paper signed for $1 million, and then this signed for 1.53. FW said, is this a real account? Yes, it's a real account. It's me talking. Okay. So this is signed. Christian, it is not a recording. It is not a recording. I'm talking to you guys. This is not a recording. You can ask me questions. I'm talking to you. Okay? You get this signed for $1 million, this signed for 1.5 million, and you just made half a ticket with no risk. Okay? What is one great book to recommend to increase wisdom? Okay, BD, I love your mindset, bro. Think and Grow Rich is an amazing book. Or The 48 Laws of Power. Okay? M3, enjoy life behind bars, bro. Enjoy it. All right. How do you find a title company? A title company, we will find the title company for you if you're a Discord member. Richest Man in Babylon is a good book. I agree with that. That is a good book. There's also 48 Laws of Power, like I said. That's a great book. That's actually illegal in prisons, by the way. You're literally not even, that's not allowed in prisons, that book, because it's so amazing. Can you cold call as well and write, how do you do it? What do you mean? If you want to know how to cold call, just use our script. Download that in the Discord. Okay. He said, I'm part of the Discord. I'm going to do what you said, bro. Listen, bro, let's partner on some deals, man. Supreme said, I'm getting game from you. That's what I'm here for, man. I want to teach you the game, and then I want to partner with you on transactions. Your success is my success. We each make 10 grand per deal from you guys getting deals closed. Okay. Kristen Madden, hello. Once you get your first contract signed, do you go to the title company first or get a second contract signed? You get the second contract signed, then you go to the title company. Good question. You get both contracts signed, then you go to the title company. Okay. How do I convince a seller and buyer to sign my contract and not just work without me? What do you mean? You're not using one contract, it's two contracts. You get the seller first, then you find the buyer. Okay. By the way, guys, we do only have 4 slots left in the Discord until we're at maximum capacity. So if you guys want to get in there, we do only have those 4 slots left, so make sure you're doing that quickly. Otherwise, I don't want to hear it when your next best option is to go pay Pace Morby 10 grand. Or Ryan Pineda 12 grand. Or Jamil Damji, $7,800. Or the lowest I've seen a wholesaling course is $5,000 from Kong Wholesale to Millions. Okay, so you can go pay those guys. Once these 4 slots are taken up, go pay them 10 grand for the same product. I don't give a fuck, because I'm not worried about your 10. I'm not worried about your $50. That's why we have a maximum capacity. I want to close deals with my members. And it is an exclusive community. If you're lucky enough to see us live, you have the opportunity to grab a slot. Once we're full, we do not allow too many beginners. So your next best option is to go pay 10 grand for the same product. The people that do get in get to partner with me on deals. He said pin the link. It's in the link tree in the bio of this page. So where all the posts are, under the follow button, that's where you do it, Supreme. Make sure you do it quickly because we do only have those 4 slots. Sorry, 3 slots. Let's see who just took that 4th one. Yeah, they did go by pretty quick, so these are going to run out. Tucker Ludlow just grabbed. Congratulations, Tucker. Where you at? Just grabbed that 4 slots. So we have 3 slots left until we're at maximum. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Any questions, guys, about our business model? Any questions before those last 3 slots run out? So when I close a deal with the seller, and if I'm having trouble finding a cash buyer, you guys can help with the buyer. Yeah, that is correct. We find the buyer for you if you're a Discord member. Where do I get the contracts? In the link tree in the bio, it's the Discord. We have 3 slots left. You can grab those and download the contracts in there. Okay. Can you wholesale in Maryland? Absolutely. By the way, guys, I got to get going. If you do get lucky enough to grab one of the last 3 slots, congratulations. If it does not let you pay, that means you took too long, and you snooze, you lose, guys. But congratulations to whoever does get